The one and only Tiarani Momme. She finished her fitness instructor and personal trainer in AFA in Qatar. Hello, Diana.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. So first things first, we are in transition, of course, regarding the health protocols here, that when we have guests over, because we've already, received our third doses and all the health protocols, we get checked regularly. We'd like to take off our masks first.
Sure.
That's right.
Perfect.
It does feel different to take off the mask.
Yeah.
And it's great to see your face.
Great to see you. Thank you for inviting me here.
I'm very, very curious about this, and we're also going to have a demo later, of course. But so your expertise is hypertrophy. Can you tell us more about this particular style of exercise?
Hypertrophy is actually a type of exercise that focuses on developing a muscles fiber, which is increasing the muscle mass in the area that you work out the most. So such as when you work out specifically your thighs, your calf, your back, and your biceps. And it's focused on the repetition and moderate weight.
Repetition and moderate weight.
Yeah.
So a lot of people tend to think that larger muscles muscles are built with higher weight, right? So we're going to go that to later, but why did you particularly choose this exercise?
As a woman or moms like me with a small children is a lot of work, and in a daily life.
Oh, I feel you.
In a daily life, and you're running errands every day, and you need healthy body and strong muscles in your body, and then and one of the benefit of hypertrophy training is actually aesthetic. While you think large muscle is look good on you, and the benefit also increase your strength and power to improve or to increase your body balance and flexibility, especially when you are a busy person and you need to be able to carry your kids. To do a lot of things in households.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why.
So we've spoken behind the scenes before we started, and it turns out we're actually we actually have mutual friends because you were based in Qatar, not in Indonesia.
Yeah.
So tell us, what was the journey for you to be able to get this particular certification, especially because you're a mom as well? How did you manage?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why. So exercise is really like one of my thing. So when I do exercise, I want to know what's the benefit or the function that the movement that I do. So that's the reason why I want to, first I want to help myself to understand that our body is actually a very clever.
Yep.
So you call it muscle memory, that when in the young age that you're very active, and then suddenly, when you're getting older, and then you will feel like you gain weight easily and are very difficult to lose the weight. So this muscle memory helps you to tone your body while you start the exercise again.
Actually, I have to give you right, because I used to be a rugby athlete, and even though I'm retired, I find it a lot easier for my body to bounce back.
Yes.
Especially just postpartum, so I actually just had
Thank God to muscle memory.
Yes, muscle memory. So can you please enlighten us on the hypertrophy itself? It focuses on the muscle fibers, but how, with exercise, is it possible to do it at home, or do you have to be in a gym?
Of course, with the simple equipment such as, when you have a vase or a gallons of water, with whatever you can find that have weight, so you can do it.
So what does a particular, a set of exercise regime look like for hypertrophy?
Okay, let's say like a goblet squat.
Okay.
Goblet squats. Remember when you carry your child?
Yes.
Yes. So there's a technique in goblet squat that actually is same as your daily movement that you're doing even like you don't know what it is, you know, like such as carrying your child, it seems like a goblet squat.
Yeah.
You need to like
Yes.
pretend
You
like
don't
a
want back
sitting.
pain,
Yes, the
so
back
you
pain.
have
So
to
you
do-
have to a little bit squatting.
Yes.
And then you lift.
So, out of curiosity, because muscular work, let's say, specifically muscular work, is not very popular amongst women. But I know, because I'm a former athlete, I can tell you that it is actually the most important for women, because we need our muscles, and our, you know, our muscular system, skeletal system, and mobility is so dependent on these particular large muscles that we have more of than men, right?
Yeah.
So how did you focus, how did you choose to do hypertrophy, and what is your journey and, you know, in realizing how important muscles are to your body?
Because I always tell this to my client, when you're getting older, if you don't preserve your muscle mass
Yeah.
by doing the strength training,
Yes.
you will lose muscle mass.
That's true.
And that's to lead you for gain weight.
Yep.
And then also you lose your flexibility and also the balance.
It is very, very true, though, because a lot of people think if you want to lose weight, you want to be healthy, you have to do a lot of cardio. Yes, but if you want to preserve your mobility, you want to be as youthful and strong as now, you have to do
You
the
have
muscle
to do,
work,
yes,
right?
yes.
So
It's because for your you train your joints.
that's right.
You train your joints by lifting weight.
Yeah.
That's you work on it. So in the future, when you're getting older, so this is like something that you realize later, the benefit, you know?
Yes. And how, just out of curiosity, you must have women clients, right?
Mostly my one-on-one PT, they are ladies.
Like, so my particular issue is when I'm at the gym, even though I'm on my own, it's always been like other women staring at me because I would be on my own, busy with doing my weights. And I would have conversations with a lot of friends of mine who still think to this day that cardio is the most important thing for a woman. But I tend to, you know, I tend to lose faster and actually become stronger with just strength training. How do you convince your clients, apart from, you know, what you said before? Have you obtained any obstacles mentally when you're one-on-oneing with your female clients?
Yeah, of course.
Are they scared of being too buff, or, you know?
When they heard about hypertrophy training, they imagine like you have a bulky body with a muscular shape like a man. I said, no, men takes how many testosterone they have, hormones they have to build, and we only have one. So, by that, I said, hypertrophy training is for you when you train, actually burning the calories, even when you're resting.
That's right, yeah.
When you're resting. So while the cardio training is you burn the calorie while you're doing it, and it stops when you stop. So, yeah, the benefit is just as simple as it is.
You know, that's what a lot of people, I remember the days where people still think like, no, I don't want to do resistance when I'm doing biking because I'm so scared of getting big calf muscles.
It takes time for them.
But it does.
Doing that, yeah.
Yes. So, well, luckily, the world is changing quickly, and I think a lot of women now are realizing that it's so important to have, you know, muscular body, because, hey, if you are recovering from injury, I mean, if you're doing cardio, if you're doing other sports, you know, having great muscle structure must help you to prevent further injury, right? Because your body is readier. So before we try some moves, and as an Indonesian with, you know, an international career, what has the challenge been for you?
The challenge is to gain the trust, because as so many people like me, I mean, to have the certified fitness instructor, so it's a very competitive world in this field, you know, and to listen more of your client's problem, and while you're listening, actually you learn to solve their problem, and by that I can gain their trust, because I'm trying to blend with them and then to understand their problem. So yeah, that's how that I gain my client trust.
Speaking of clients, is there any way you can disclose who are your clients?
My clients, 99% of the ladies class or one-on-one, they are Qataris, locals. but I also training for a group workout, which is for hypertrophy. They are mixed, different nationalities and mixed men and women.
So mostly Qatari women who, I think there it's a lot more moderate than a lot of the other places in the area. So I can imagine that exercise is becoming very, very important there too.
Yeah.
So what is your approach on helping to encourage people, apart from the lots of benefits that muscular and strengthening training is for you? How do you encourage people to do more weightlifting or strength training, resistance training?
As I said before, the strength training is very useful for daily tasks, like when you do the errands every day, the daily tasks, you need strength and power in your body. So when you have hypertrophy training or lifting weight, it's actually release the endorphin, so it's boosting your mood, and also by noticing that you can improve your muscle strength, that you feel good in general.
So my curiosity is, you said minimum weights. You said minimum weights and repetition, right?
Moderate weight.
Moderate weight, okay. Moderate weight and repetition. Talk to me about a 15-minute session, for instance. What does a warm-up usually look like? And before we go into the demos, what apart from the squats, the goblet squat that you mentioned before, what would the repetition look like? Like how many sets?
Okay.
Of what?
For the strength training, it depends on the weight. So I mean, like lifting too fast or too heavy is also can cause injuries. So again, there's always a fitness test before you start the training. And then the repetition for hypertrophy is around 8 to 12 repetition.
8 to 12 repetitions of how many sets?
How many sets? 3 to 4.
3 to 4. All right. So
depends how many workouts that you will have. Like circuit.
So this is like one session. So 3 to 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that certainly is a lot of fun. Now I want to try what the movements are for hypertrophy, because I feel like I want to make a list for myself, because postpartum body isn't going to heal and work out on its own before I have to go back on a workout regime. So please. Okay. All right. So while we're getting ready, we are also going to play you something, because yes, we'll see this one story first.
One of my New Year resolutions is to maintain a healthier lifestyle. But here's the thing, I really like to eat. And when I say I like to eat everything. So I figured out that I might just eat anything that I want, as much as I want, and then I'm gonna work out real hard. So I can still maintain that healthier lifestyle. Don't you think?
We can't deny the fact that nutrition and dietary intake are important in providing the human body with the fuel it needs. It's generally easier to manage the calorie intake by modifying the diet than it is to burn significantly more calories through exercise. This may be the reason why the 80-20 rule became popular. A method that states that weight loss is the result of 80% diet and 20% exercise. But exercise has its own benefit for your health. A study led by a pediatrician at the Mobile Country, Alabama Health Department, Julie Waldrop, shows that 150 minutes of moderate physical activities at least twice a week can reduce blood pressure and cholesterol. Regular exercise can also reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome, even decrease the risk of depression.
You know what, Rebecca? You can do this. You can burn those fats and calories from fried bananas and chips that you ate yesterday. Yes, you can do this. I hope it's worth it though. But if it's too tiring, or if I don't want to do this anymore, I think I might just limit what I eat, you know, like having one meal a day or just eat vegetables. I think that will be easier, don't you think?
We heard the saying, "You are what you eat." Means what you consume plays an important role in maintaining your health. Ever try to satisfy your hunger with a candy bar instead of a banana, only to be hungry again after a short time later? So you can start with your own plate. Eat more vegetables by filling half of your plate with non-starchy vegetables, 1/4 with lean protein, and another quarter with whole grains. Study shows that diet programs that include it with exercise and the right guidance show the best results in improving health condition. The answer lies somewhere in between for us to reach the optimal health.
When it comes to maintaining a healthier lifestyle, I learned that I cannot only focus on one thing. Yes, exercising is very important because our body needs to move. But what I put inside my body is important as well. The carbs, nutrition, protein that our body needs. Because at the end of the day, it's all about balancing. Rebecca Nabitupulu, Dipta Diwiguna, Pursue Today.
All right, so we are ready to start exercising. So Diana, if you could show us some moves. Where do we do when we deal with hypertrophy? Start off.
Okay,
start with
first
exercising.
I will show you how to do the goblet squat.
Okay.
That's in line. Yeah. With the weight. For sure.
Okay.
Pretend this is the kettlebell.
Okay, kettlebell.
Yes. Make sure your toes and your knees not over your toes.
Yeah, this is the squat that I hate the most, by the way, because this
Straighten-
is, you have to watch for balance.
Yes. It's a very important and it's work for most of your muscle in your body.
Yep. You see how dysfunctional my body is right now. So this is, you can definitely do at home, right?
Sure,
Because you
everyone
can-
can do it, yes.
Because you can start with no weights and then do weight.
No weight and with the weights. Depends on your capability on your body.
This is actually a really important squat, by the way, because it tests your functionality.
Sure. Do the 8 to 12 repetition for
Slow.
one exercise.
Okay, so slow or fast?
Don't do too fast. Don't do too slow.
Okay.
Range of motion is a very important. This is full range of motion.
Yep.
How many we do?
I didn't count.
Yep. It's great. And the second workout is a lateral raise.
Okay.
So you use 2 weights. Broad shoulder, like a proud chest. It's a very important for your deltoid muscles,
That's the shoulders, guys.
shoulders. Right? And then the third one, you know the clean press.
Sorry.
Clean press.
The clean press, yeah.
Clean press,
Yeah.
take, up, press. Back.
This one's my favorite.
Yep.
Full range of motion.
Take your time. Depends on the weight. Right. Last one. There you go.
So if we were to look for more information, where do you think can we look for more information in terms of, what we can plan for one exercise session?
I mean, it's a lot of link when you click the hypertrophy trainings in the YouTube or Google. There's just a lot of information that you can take. Don't hesitate to ask a professional,
Which is you.
professional or people.
Yep.
There's nothing. Nobody know the 100% of benefit or a way of workouts.
Yep.
Nobody knows 100%. So it's always try to figure out, find a way to ask the professional or people around you that know more about the exercise.
Yes. But one last thing before we go. I just wanted to ask, what is the difference between hypertrophy sets of training regimen than other weight training regimens?
Well, it depends. Like, let's say the power training. The power training is like more weight but less repetition. It's mostly people who does the bodybuilder. They want a bulky body and very muscular body shape. So, yeah, that's a different. Which strength training is you can use the moderate weight, depends on your capability of your body. So, yeah.
And everything always depends on the goal that you have for your body, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yes, and the best thing about it, you can do it at home. We just use aqua bottles filled with water.
Flour.
Yes, or, rice bags.
Rice bag.
Yes, all right. Well, thank you so much, Diana, for your
for
time.
having me.
I heard you're going back to Qatar.
No, I'm going to Denmark tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to Denmark tomorrow. Well, thank you for dropping by today's
so
studios and all the success to you. And I will save your number because I'm going to ask you a lot of questions.
Thank you.
So, See the Stories will continue after the break where we talk about children's songs. So make sure to stay tuned with us right here on See the Stories, 3 our news show on See Today.